Hey guys, I'm super excited to show you my 2014 Toyota Tacoma off-road. I've had it for a little less than a year, have absolutely loved it. I actually came from a very big Toyota background. That was all my parents had. Grew up in a Toyota Matrix, and then I myself developed a love for the reliability, dependability, and off-road capability of Toyotas. And so I currently have a Toyota Land Cruiser, but before this Tacoma, my daily driver was a Toyota FJ Cruiser. I'll give you a little reason why I ended up switching over to a truck, but you can see I actually put the shell, so it's kind of like a SUV right now. But yeah, the plan for this build was to keep it as daily driver as possible, but also a really good weekend warrior, maybe even closer to a week. I don't do any crazy trips as of right now, and it does it so well. It just goes from pavement to off-road really well, reliable. I've taken it up to Mammoth for snow. I've taken it mudding, not intentionally, but through water, and it's gotten me everywhere I need to go. And yeah, just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick run around of what I have. And if this is something that you like, I'd love to make more videos like this. I'm probably going to make a video on the Land Cruiser, and then my brother has a 3rd gen 4Runner that we're building together. So subscribe, comment, love to hear some of your thoughts. So here we go. Sweet, so here she is in all of her glory. And like I said, the original plan for this was to keep it as simple as possible, and to be purpose built. So for me, anything extra was gonna be unnecessary and just get me from where I need to go safely, conveniently, as well as with the least amount of money. And I know something that's something with off-road, I feel like that's the trend, is spend as money on your vehicle, and that's great and all, and I think, you know, yeah, you get a little bit more capability, but sometimes for me it is about the destination. I'd rather spend the least amount to get things done, but done right, and also spend more money on the experience, because ultimately this is just a Toyota, a toy, and it's not going to be with me forever. Something that I will be able to take on with me forever is the experiences. So here we go. Purpose built, like I said. I didn't want to add anything to it that I don't need. So we'll start from the front. I got a Relentless fabrication front bumper, and there you can see I have a worn winch. It's the VR Evo. It's 10,000 pound winch. And then in the front, in the cutouts, we have the Squadron Sports. Love the Baja designs. You can see even down here, I have a little bit of KC lights. And then in the front, we'll go to the other side actually. I think you guys will see it a lot better. So here we have Icon skid plate for the lower control arm. I think that's a little bit unnecessary. You guys don't really need that, but it's on there. And then from here we have the Delta upper control arm, the billet, and then as well as some Icon 2.5s. These are not adjustable. Something I probably would have done different is get some Kings or Foxes that were adjustable, but hey, these Icons do great. I don't really feel the need to have to air down as much. I know that's great. I did get a little bit of an accident not that long ago off-road, which was a bummer. Yeah, so that's the front. And then from here, I do have the Christmas ornaments because it's Christmas time. From here at the hood, we have the Squadron Pros. There is much of a difference between the Pros and the Sports, and it's worth it in my opinion. I actually got these in a great deal for $180 brand new, so don't ask me how. And then from here you could see my wheels. So the biggest thing about like I said, I wanted to keep it simple. I wasn't going to off-road it every day. So for me, a nice all-terrain that does it all, that's great on pavement, but as well as keep the MPG down and decent off-road. The Wild Peaks are definitely my favorite right now. It's sitting on the TRD FJ Cruiser Trail Team's wheels right there. These are Cali raised side steps, or rock sliders as people would call it. You can see I've actually used it. It slid on some rocks in Sedona. Forgot what it's the staircase one. I forgot what it's called, what that trail is called. So yeah, the rock sliders are great. Perfect for steps. The only thing I recognize is when it does get slippery if it's wet. So maybe add some grip tape here down the line. And then from here, we are running some Icon 2.0s in the back. So the reason why there are 2.0s in the back is because unlike an SUV where the weight distribution is a lot better than a truck, the rear is a lot lighter. So the 2.0s are perfect. I think they match well with the 2.0s in the back and then the 2.5s in the front. And then right there, you can see I have a relentless off-road, high clearance rear bumper. Absolutely love the look of it. So you can see here a little bit underneath that it has had some damage. So I have some rock lights here as well as by the sliders, but those aren't really big off-road modifications. And it's great for when you're setting up camp. It's a huge help. And then the last thing is I do got the snug top camper shell, and I love that. Oh, this one's locked. I do love how it pops out. Let's see here. Oh, it's actually locked too. Fortunately, I won't be able to show you guys that. And then I have a whip mount here by the tailgate. So yeah, those are kind of the mods I've had. Like I said, it's definitely, definitely sees a lot of highway miles, but definitely sees also a good amount of off-road goodies for Sedona, Mammoth, stuff that are local here in Southern California. Taking it out to Glamis, and this thing was a monster. Got me about 5 miles in before China Wall, before I had to stop and actually have to hike a little bit. But that was just really due to we didn't want to be stuck out there. So probably could have risked it. And yeah, so those are my mods. And something that really separates this truck, because like I said, I had an FJ Cruiser, is that it's more utility. Now, I loved my FJ. It was a 6-speed manual, 4.0. It had low mileage, and it was honestly any FJ you could really ask for. And the problem with it was I wasn't able to use it the way I use this truck. I know that the FJ Cruisers are going to go up in value, they're going to spike, and it's going to be awesome. And here I am with a Toyota Tacoma. But for everyday use, I think, you know, you could take off the shell and it'll be a truck again. Or you could put the shell back on. You have space to camp and put your snowboard, put your surf. Yeah, sorry about that. My phone overheated for a little bit. But yeah, like I said, this truck is kind of a do-it-all for me truck. I could use it as a truck, but I could also slap on the shell for it to be kind of like more of a camper SUV style. Here I'll show you the gull-wing doors. I unlocked it. Love this part about my shell. It's not insulated. I live in California, and sometimes I do wish it was insulated when I'm camping in below freezing temperatures in Mammoth, but it does fine. Probably for the most part, when I'm camping in the summer, it's real nice to not be insulated. So yeah, now I live in San Diego. I put the surfboards in the back, keep them safe in the camper shell, and get to take. It's so much more comfortable than the FJ Cruiser, hands down, because there's so much more room in the back. It doesn't feel like you're in an airplane. And granted, I had the FJ for a year. Absolutely loved that thing. That was my Pikachu, is what I called it because it was yellow. And yeah, this is just kind of a little bit of a growing up for me, but still not growing up, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is my Toyota Tacoma. Love to share more videos about it and its capabilities off-road. It's the off-road model, so it's got the rear factory rear locker, as well as the 8-track. So, and I do have some Stop Tech rotors and some Stop Tech pads, which are great for if you guys have owned these. They are terrible for braking, so that does help a ton. And yeah, so S-Pod system in the truck for all my lights. You can see I have my little camera for recording when I'm driving. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll go ahead and I'll make a video on the Land Cruiser as well. And like I said, love to hear some of your thoughts. Wanting to make more videos like this as well. So subscribe, comment, and like this video. Goodbye. Merry Christmas.